What up, people? Today we're going to be playing some Self-Damage Warrior, once the deck list loads up. I only made one change to the deck. We dropped Enchanted Plate in favor of Expunge. They both do very similar things. The only difference is +3 health versus a full heal and immune to Shackle. I can see the benefit to each, so I don't know which one will be better, but I wanted to try out Expunge because I've only played it a very little amount. Actually, I don't think I've played it at all, this expansion. I also may dust off the Self-Silence Warrior deck, because Expunge could be great in that deck with Hulking Mummy and Imprisoned Deathlord. But we'll see. I don't know what I'm in the mood to play. I just decided to play this deck randomly while we wait for more expansion news, if and when that ever comes. And this one seemed like an oldie but a goodie to dust off. Playing against Hypnolol, playing Hello. It's been a while since I've seen a true... Oh, actually, that's not true. You don't see as much Aggro Halalu as you used to. I'm going to keep this just because of how good it is against Aggro Halalu. But I will say, after all this time of not seeing it, I still hate it.
Greetings, citizen.
This may not be an aggro deck, I'm just saying. This guy's looking at this like, this is a card in the game? Since when? Fetcher Fly could be good for giving us extra bodies. Yeah, so he's definitely an aggressive deck. Hopefully this just soaks that. We keep poking here. Even if he has like Curse Trade, Pyro can clean that up next turn. Crushing Blow.
It's too late to run.
Okay. It's obviously good. This is better though.
They will perish in flame.
That'll save us 4 damage. We also drew a card. We can ring out Fetcher Fly next turn. We have Expunge for once we take some damage.
There will be sweetmeats for this one tonight.
Alright, that's fine.
Blood and fate.
Just stick to the field lane for now. Orc Clan Captain can set this trade up. Divine Fervor would wind up a little bad. Crusader's Assault would get him cards, but he already has tons of cards, so if he spends 3 Magicka just to kill that and draw 2 cards, you know, I think we wind up with initiative there, so I'm mostly okay with that. Like, he'd wind up net 1 if he spent the Crusader's Assault, so he'd be +1 card. He's playing Javelin and is... maybe it's not a full aggressive deck. Maybe it's Khajiit roleplay. Because we've only seen the 2 Khajiit so far.
I'll kill you where you stand.
Like Barrow Stalker and Witherfang Cultist.
Steadfast.
This would make any action a horrible play. It does take Expunge out of commission for a little while. But I'm guessing Khajiit roleplay because Crushing Blow, Javelin, Prowl Smuggler, and this don't really go together. Alright, so we're going to turn that off. So it's not full-on Khajiit.
If you want to talk business, you come to the right place.
So,
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
do I dare Cradle Crush this? Or do I Expunge trade?
Enjoy the next life, fool. You have met your end.
play Northlander over there, because if he trades the 3/3 into this, we can Cradle Crush, which will keep him alive, as well as hit this and buff it, kill that, and then we'll be able to continue going face. Whereas if we play Cradle Crush on the left side, it'll kill our Withered Hand Cultist and give us +1 damage, which isn't as good as the alternatives. I'm confused though. This deck is still looking pretty aggressive. Maybe it's like a attempt at a mid-range Halalu. Soothsayer is just a good card. Smuggler is rather aggressive. Crushing Blow can be both. Javelin's slightly slower or mid-range. Earthbone's played in a lot of things.
We must protect our
Could also theoretically be a singleton Halalu, I guess. Guess this lends some weight to the singleton argument.
Our business for the last time.
Cradle Crush City, man. I could have not done that to avoid breaking the rune, but we're looking to close the game out here soon. Fighters Guild Hall could be good. This little guy's just gotten so many little doinks in, which has been a pretty good thing for us. It's the benefit of playing a 1-drop. They've got all the cards they could want. We've got a lot of clears. Alright, we still haven't seen a duplicate card yet. Our little boy's finally gonna go.
Khajiit will enjoy feasting on your bones.
Okay. Maybe it is a singleton deck.
I smell the stench of the living.
I mean, if he has, like, Shadow Shift, he can trade and Shadow Shift, and then he'd trigger his effect again. But it would give me an extra card as well. Trying to manage these resources properly. Our draw got a little bit awkward here with triple Barrel Stalker, triple Cradle Crush. Not really that, you know, variety draw you're looking for, but it's good cards. Just gotta make them work.
Khajiit's work is never done.
Can you trade into that? Okay.
Fly like the wind.
Okay, 7/7 guard. I don't want to just put bodies down. Just in case he's rocking Territorial Viper. This is close to lethal. Fighters Guild Hall plus Cradle Crush can push some extra damage on the board. We still have all 3 Sowers in our deck. All 3 Fighters Guild Halls. 2 Dagoth Daggers. We've got a fair amount of good cards left. He knows I have a heal in hand. I truly think this is a singleton deck at this point. We drew 1 Expunge, right? Yeah. I don't think it did much for us. Well, let's set up the Withered Hand Cultist to trade, and this is not a singleton deck. I don't know what to think anymore. Interesting.
watches over me.
I guess this only gets really bad if he has either a way to kill this and make this attack twice, or if he has a third one of these guys. But we have lethal skipping the rune in the left lane right now. We also have Wildfire and Candy Crush to deal damage to our own guys. This turns... That doesn't completely turn off Javelin, but it makes it harder for him to play Javelin and Swift Strike on the same turn. In fact, I don't think you can anymore. It'd be one magic off Javelin plus Swift Strike. Finish off plus Swift Strike would be possible, though. It's very interesting that this isn't a singleton deck, and it wound up being like a pseudo combo deck. Not knocking it. Very interesting. And they might win.
Together, we will make a fortune.
Ow. Yeah, they win, right?
This one is always pleased to
Yeah.
assist. This one is always pleased to assist.
battle.
Consistency, dog. It was singleton until they needed the exact second card. That's cool, though. Let's play another one. I guess it kind of was just all focused around Master of Thieves plus Thieves' Den, and the other kitty cat just wound up being a side effect. It wasn't a true combo deck. Swift Strike's just in there for bonus damage. But yeah, they found the exact cards they needed there. Couple turns there. Not too bad. We had lethal that next turn if it wasn't for Master of Thieves or Swift Strike exactly. Actually, no, it had to have been Master of Thieves. Because then the other cat wouldn't have been able to attack a second time. The bootlegger. So yeah, it needed to be Master of Thieves or Swift Strike plus more.
I smell the stench.
Fortunately,
of
this
the
guy's
living.
just going to be dead for a little while. I'm guessing this is Control Empire, which I really don't feel like playing a boring control matchup right now, but I guess I don't have a choice.
I'll take the Vanguard.
See if I can execute. Oh, he's gonna use a whole edict on me. Damn, okay. I'm gonna keep playing on curve for now. I feel like they have so many more cards than us, and we've both only played one card per turn. Death Priest is the most annoying card ever. Why does that card exist?
You should.
Let's see if he has a banish effect for this. It's gonna double crushing blow it. Double crushing blow is interesting. Now, if I can top deck Fighters Guild Hall plus Skaven would be a very nice turn next turn.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Alright, so much for that Skaven plan. Clear as much of this out as we can. Let's heal that guy up. Could have also Candy Crushed over there, but I don't think it's time quite yet. I'm sure he's got more removal for this, but he's already played a whole lot.
Rise, my servant.
I smell the stench of the living.
Alright, we actually have Expunge for this. When tech choices go right. I'm gonna play a little bit greedy with it.
I smell the stench of the living.
If this eats hard removal, then this would have died anyway.
What have we here?
Okay.
I will keep Sothasil's people alive.
Alright, it's annoying, but we'll see what he drew with it. Do I think he plays Dawn's Wrath?
Do you not
I don't.
fear me, mortal? You should.
He might.
Drown in the river of battle.
Top deck Red Brahmin. Oh no, never mind. There's the middle card. So it's top deck last turn.
You will
Not bad still. Still not bad.
Do you not fear me, mortal?
He shouldn't have a way to bounce his Red Brahmin. Dark Rebirth is blue. My turn member would switch lanes. I guess Winterhold Illusionist? That's a possibility. I knew it was this. It's only a matter of time before this guy died, but he did some great work for us. And, I mean, I know a lot of you guys are going to wind up giving me shit for the Red Brahmin play. But I don't think it's ever correct to play around a unique legendary like 10 cards into the game. We can just call that a difference of play opinion. If you're of the opinion that you should always play around one unique legendary. 10 cards into the game in a tricolor deck.
You will perish in
Alright, so if you have hard removal, you shouldn't be able to hit this and Red Brahmin. You would need that plus Sanctuary Pet. Alright, does some of the work for you.
You will perish.
Just set it up so that he can't hit this and finish off. And now we have 6 damage in both lanes. Outside of, I guess, a handful of random plays. Even if we use Bollywog Leg on our Sower, it would remain wounded. So it would still be susceptible to finish off in Leaf Lurker. So Bollywog Leg was not the correct play on Leaf Lurker. Unfortunately, Heal does not remove curse effects. We'll see what he's got. Shuffled in Red Brahmin. And he drew a second one already. Sweet.
You will perish in pain. Hard-fought victory.
That Galen shuffling has to be broken, dog. How many times do you guys see this? It's whatever, we won, but Galen has to be broken. There's just no way. I know people are going to say it's confirmation bias, but there's no way Galen is working as intended. I would love to see that shuffling algorithm. for me and for my opponent. I feel like whenever I play Galen, it's a maximum of 3 turns before you see something you've Galened in. Maximum. I don't know. We got to see Expunge do some work, though. That was the entire goal of today. But yeah, thank you guys all very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.